Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Muntar Jasser. I am a student in the 5th secondary in outstanding high school for boys in Anbar. My topic today, unveiling the truth of Zionist occupation, a vision for a justice and peace. Introduction. The Zionist occupation of Palestine has been a contentious issue with wide-reaching implications for justice and peace in the region. This presentation aims to explore the truth behind the occupation and envision a path toward justice and peace. Historical context. Understanding the roots of the Zionist occupation requires an exploration of the historical context, including the Balfour Declaration and the Nakba. This historical foundation is crucial for comprehending the ongoing struggle for justice and peace in the region.
The Nakba, when hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were violently displaced from their homeland in order to create the State of Israel. The borders of Palestine have been changed forcefully over time, but historically, this region has been home to Palestinians for centuries, with hundreds of villages and thriving cities. One of them being the central city of Jerusalem, with holy sites important to Jewish, Christian, and Muslim people. By the late Ottoman Empire, Palestinians living here were overwhelmingly Muslim, with minority Christian and Jewish native populations too. But regardless of religion, Palestinians were often referred to as Arabs, people of the Arabic-speaking world, despite their distinctive culture.
Occupation and human rights. The Zionist occupation has had a profound implication for the human rights of the Palestinian people, including issues of land confiscation, settlement expansion, and restrictions on movement. Addressing these violations is essential for achieving justice and peace.
The 1948 Genocide Convention defined genocide as any of the following 5 acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. Killing members of the group. Deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part. Causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group. Imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group.
International law. An examination of international law reveals the legal framework that governs the Zionist occupation. Key instruments such as Geneva Conventions and UN resolution provide a critical guidance for pursuing justice and peace in the region. Path to justice. Charting a path toward justice requires a multifaceted approach encompassing legal advocacy, diplomatic courts, and grassroots mobilization. This comprehensive strategy is vital for addressing the complexities of the Zionist occupation. Resistance and solidarity. The Palestinian people have demonstrated remarkable resilience through resistance and have garnered solidarity from global support. Understanding these dynamics is essential for achieving a path toward justice and peace.
In December 1987, on a strip of Mediterranean coast overcrowded with refugees, a group calling itself the Islamic Resistance Movement was founded. In Arabic, its acronym spelled a word meaning zeal, Hamas. Its goal was simple. It wanted to liberate historic Palestine. Until 1948, the majority of the people living there were Palestinian, but 750,000 of them were driven from their homes, never allowed to return. At least 450 of their towns and villages were emptied, and in their place, the State of Israel was founded. In 1967, Israel occupied the remaining parts of Palestine, the West Bank and Gaza Strip, and it was in Gaza that Hamas was born.
A vision for a peace. Realizing peace a necessity, a vision that embraces equality, self-determination, and coexistence by envisioning a future where all people in the region can live in the peace and security. We can strive toward the justice resolution of the Zionist occupation. Call to action. Engagement and advocacy are essential for advancing the cause of the justice and peace. Each individual and organization have a role to play in the challenging of the Zionist occupation and working toward a future of peace and dignity for all. Conclusion. In conclusion, unveiling the truth of the Zionist occupation requires a commitment to justice and peace by understanding the historical context, upholding the human rights, and pursuing a vision for equality and coexistence. We can strive toward a future of peace and dignity for all. And thank you for listening.
Presented by Muntader Jasser, supervised by the English teacher Maher Ali.
To the women of Gaza, we say thank you. We saw you burying your children, then you raised your hands rather than complaining at Allah. You say, oh Allah, continue taking from our blood till you are pleased. To the men of Gaza, we say thank you for showing us that a people who believe that death is not the end can never be defeated. Thank you for helping us understanding verses of the Quran that we previously did not understand until we saw you. Thank you for removing from the hearts of 2 billion Muslims around the world the fear of any human being but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us at a time when we thought that the Ummah of Islam had died. You have just shown us that the Ummah has a pulse. Not just that, the Ummah is brimming with life. And from all of the generations of the Muslims to walk this earth in recent times, by Allah, this is the greatest and finest of all Muslim generations. And time will show that this prediction and this assessment is true.